Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Union Energy Update. Today we are going to be looking at the energies between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. We're going to get right into it today as I shuffle. Just a couple of announcements to make. Thank you guys so much for those of you who joined us for the live stream and for the replay here on YouTube. I just love this community so much. I'm so grateful for you. It was an amazing reading. So thank you guys for being there, for sharing your stories, for sharing your own experiences and your own wisdom and insight. I just appreciate it so much. We'll have live streams every Monday, 2 p.m. I might also pop in every now and then. I'm thinking about going live tonight just to see how the energy is shifting. But we'll have the scheduled reading up on Mondays, 2 p.m. for the live stream. But if you guys see me and you want to pop in, if I show up on your notifications, feel free to pop in. I'm thinking about doing a live reading as well on tonight, this evening, but we'll see. We'll see how the energy shifts. I spent all day yesterday sleeping. It was very heavy energy. There was energy waves coming through, a lot of healing coming through. So I felt good. I felt great. Just physically exhausted. Possibly also because I didn't get much sleep this weekend. So I was a little bit in recovery mode. My body was like, okay, now it's time to rest. So that's what I did yesterday. If you guys booked a personal reading with me, thank you so much. I am catching up on those today. So keep an eye out on your inboxes for messages and emails from me with regards to your readings. The summer sale is over at the end of the month. So if you are interested in a personal reading with me and want $10 off the full or half spreads, those are recorded videos. Feel free to reach out to me, susandonspiritual@gmail.com or susandonspiritual.com. That is over at the end of the month. That's over this week. So make sure you get your personal reading bookings in now if you want to take advantage of that sale. I will be doing a giveaway for reading the end of September for my birthday. So keep an eye out for that as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. That will be for a full reading just because I like to give back. Also, Patreon subscribers, what I will be doing, hopefully next week, I'll be having more extended readings and exclusive readings for you guys up on the Patreon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Next week, what I'm hoping to begin is a weekly live stream over on Patreon where I'll pull a 1 card or 2 cards or 3 cards for you guys, just as personal readings, so brief personal readings. So make sure that you do sign up for the Patreon, just as a thank you, just as a way of giving back and to say thank you for your love and support and generosity over there as well. All right, let's see what we have. I'm just going to pull cards. You guys know how this works. I'm just going to pull cards. Friday's Divine Partnership reading, we look at the overall energies for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and their union energies. We look at their separate energies. Then in the extended reading, we dive even deeper into Divine Masculine's headspace, heart space, physical world, Divine Feminine's headspace, heart space, physical world, what's helping the connection, what's challenging the connection, what guidance we have for them, how they're feeling about each other, what they have to say to each other. So those extended readings are over on the Patreon. So that's where we dive in a little bit deeper into the Divine Partnership. But here we're just getting overall energies between the two. Remember, the energies are becoming so merged. So if it is masculine or feminine energies, if you're relating to one or the other, no matter which energy, predominant energy you are, take it as it is resonating for you at the time. Also, all of my videos are meant to be timeless, so make sure you look at the titles and see what calls for you if you're being pulled to a video. And even if it's from months ago, sometimes I channel ahead. Even if it's from months ago, make sure you give those a listen because there might be some messages in there that will resonate for you. We also channel a lot about ascension and awakening as a whole. Okay, I'm going to get a spread of, I think, 6 to start. Let's get some more cards. Okay, so what I'm hearing, we have the 2 of Wands that came out. And what I'm hearing is that we have moved through the doorway. We have been talking about the doorway for the past few weeks, for the past couple of readings. What I'm hearing is that you have moved through the doorway and the world is in your hands. The 3 of Swords energy that just came out, what they're telling me here is that there is some heartbreak that is happening because of leaving the old behind. Now, in one of the Yeah, leaving the old behind to come towards the new. But in this in-between here, you see how the Three of Swords is in between? This is not third party. I do not read third parties like this. This is heartbreak. This is loss. It could be third party. Take it as it resonates for you. You have to intuit your own situation. You have to intuit your own, what's going on with your situation, with your dynamic. But I read it as just overall energies, just general energies. This is for the general collective. This is the in-between. The heartbreak, the loss, the feelings of sadness, this is the in-between. Because you have walked through the doorway. The world is in your hands. You have choices to make. I feel like this is very divine masculine energy coming through here. You can look forward and see the Ten of Pentacles that are being offered, but it's almost like they're so stuck in the in-between. They're so stuck in this stagnant energy of heartbreak and pain and loss, moving through this because this is what they had experienced in the past, and so they're having trouble shifting the patterns. They're playing out the patterns. They're having trouble telling themselves a different story. They're having trouble believing in something different. They're having trouble believing in this Ten of Pentacles that is right in front of them. This Ten of Pentacles, this is happiness, this is joy, this is bliss in the physical 3D. This is not fantasy. This is what is available to them in the physical 3D world right now, right in front of them, but they are not seeing it because you see, her head is kind of down, her eyes are downcast. She's so focused on what is past. She's so focused on the pain of the past. And she doesn't realize, divine masculine, divine feminine, she doesn't realize that she has already walked through the doorway, has this whole new world at her fingertips. The world is in her hand. She can create this new foundation. She can create this new life for herself, but she's so focused on the loss that she has been experiencing. She's so focused on the loss that possibly she will experience, especially for divine masculines. It's as they move through the doorway, as they're letting go of the past. It could be past careers, it could be past relationships, it could be past dreams and fantasies and ideals, beliefs, spiritual beliefs, who they were, identity. Take it as it resonates for you. Could be finances, whatever it is. They're so focused on that pain that they're not seeing that the universe is offering them everything. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You cannot get better than this. This is abundance and financial abundance and happiness and bliss and career and mission, life purpose. This is family. This is friendship. This is soul tribe. This is everything. This is all your wishes and fantasies and dreams come to life in the 3D. This is the physical manifestations of those dreams. But it's almost like they're not seeing it. They're so focused on this pain that they're not seeing it. And for some divine masculines, they're not looking at their own pain. They're not looking at their shadow side. They're not looking at their own truth. They're not looking at themselves. And they're so focused. This is victim mentality is what I'm getting. They're so focused on being the victim and playing the victim because that is what they've known. And this is not an admonishment to the divine masculines. This is programming. This is conditioning. This is what they've known. The story that they've been told over and over and over. So the story that they've believed, that they're not good enough, that they're not worthy of the Ten of Pentacles, that they'll never be good enough, that they'll never have what they want, that they'll never have their dreams, that they'll never manifest their dreams, that they'll never be worthy of their dreams, that they will, whatever it is, but it's been programmed over and over and over that they're not worthy of love, that they can't believe in love because they have never known love or have never been shown true love, so they're not believing it. This is stagnant energy because this is being stuck in that heartbreak. They're not understanding that they've already walked through the doorway, that now they have a choice to make, and their choice is to take the world in their hands, especially for divine masculines. Their choices are going to help manifest this, move them out of this energy and manifest this Ten of Pentacles into their life. But it's all about their choice. It's all about them taking action. Do they want to stay stuck in this energy? Do they want to stay stuck in this heartbreak? Do they want to stay stuck in this old patterning, old beliefs, old cycle of not believing they were worthy of love, this old pain that they were feeling? Do they want to feel this pain for the rest of their lives, I'm hearing? Or do they want to understand that they have already stepped through the doorway, their soul has stepped through the doorway and is pushing them out of this pain, pushing them to heal this pain so that they can have their Ten of Pentacles, so that they can have their abundance, so that they can, and abundance is not just financial abundance, abundance is everything. Abundance is their dreams manifested. They have choices to make now. But it's all about, you see how he's holding the wand here? It's all about them stepping up, taking hold of the wand being representative of action, representative of confidence, representative of, I'm hearing, forward motion. It's all about them taking the wand themselves and knowing that they have, this is magician energy they're giving me right now. This is about them having the tools now to move forward out of this conditioning, out of this pain, out of this stagnant energy, to move towards this Ten of Pentacles. But they have to take action themselves. They've already walked through the doorway. They've already walked through the portal. They've already walked through that next stage of their own evolution and their next stage of their own ascension. Their soul is moving them through, trying to get them to move forward. But this is the resistance energy. They're staying stuck. Their soul has moved through. Their soul is ready to ascend. Their soul is screaming for them to evolve. Their soul is screaming for them to make the choice, because every single moment is a choice. And every choice you make is a manifestation for your future. But you have to make that choice, and you have to take action for that choice. It's not just about making that conscious decision, although that is a first step, but it's also about taking action to get there. And then the universe comes in and delivers. That is co-creatorship. That is you, one with the universe, working with the universe, not as separate entities, but you as one with the universe. That is you making the choice to step out of this energy of pain and heartbreak and the past, not holding on to the past anymore. This is about the divine masculine. This is about you, divine feminines, if you're relating to this as well. This is about you stepping out of this energy, knowing that your soul has already stepped through to that next stage of evolution, but this is just resistance. This is just resistance. So are you going to resist and hold on? Or are you going to make the conscious choice to take that sword and fight for your life? Take that sword and speak your truth. Take that sword and transform it from heartbreak into something useful, into something purposeful, into something that will help your life, that will help others, that will help manifest this abundance. Are you going to share who you are? Are you going to share your emotions? Are you going to speak your truth and be authentically you? Or are you going to wallow in this heartbreak? Are you going to wallow in this pain? Are you going to stay stagnant in this energy? And the universe is saying no. The universe is pushing you through that door. The universe is saying, no, you have the world in your hands, but now it's up to you to make a choice. Are you going to choose between the stagnant energy of pain and heartbreak? Or are you going to move and take action towards your happiness? That's up to you. It is up to you. It's completely up to you. Wow, these messages are coming fast and furious today. Holy smokes. Oh, there she is. There she is, the Empress. Okay, give me a second. Let me get some more cards. Yep, there she is. Okay, I'm going to take that as well. And they're calling me to that and that. Okay, and there he is. I knew he was going to come out, but he's feeling that, trying to find the courage for that and balance out his life. Okay, I know I just pulled 1,000 cards, but there's 1,000 messages here. So what I'm actually getting is, this is divine masculine energy. Remember I said that in the very beginning? This is divine masculine energy having to make a choice to, they've already walked through the doorway, but now they hold the world in their hands and they have choices to make. They can stay in this energy of heartbreak, resistance, stagnancy, or they can take that sword and become the king. Speak their truth, fight for what they want. And it's not fighting in a way of defensiveness. It's not fighting in a way of a battle. It's a fight for standing up for yourself. It's a fight for, this is who I am. This is who I choose to be. That kind of fight. It's not a fight as in a very harsh energy. It's a fight as in a very strong energy. To move towards the Ten of Pentacles. That's the choice that they have to make. Here we have the divine feminine energy. A very interesting energy coming out here. And we have separate divine masculine energy, which I'll get to in a second. We have the Empress. Divine feminine is in her Empress energy. She is in her divine feminine energy. It's interesting because this is a very strong, controlled energy, almost like masculine energy, divine masculine energy. But the energy I'm getting here is that as the Empress, you have balanced not only all of your queen energy, but you have balanced the masculine energy within you as well. Here, you are standing in your truth. Here you are standing in the king energy, very controlled, taking leadership for your life, saying, I'm not going to be in this guarded energy anymore. I'm not going to be fighting for something that isn't fighting for me. I'm not going to be chasing. I'm not going to be putting up with bullshit. I'm not going to be putting up with anything that isn't in alignment with who I am, because I am the Empress. You see how she's holding a flower? She's delicate, and she's holding a wand. She's delicate and she's strong at the very same time. She's delicate and controlled at the very same time. Nurturing, loving, always giving, but also in receptive mode. Giving and receptive mode. How do I explain that? She's giving in a nurturing way. She's giving and compassionate and loving. But she's also in an energy of flow. You have the water here. She's also in an energy of receiving. And when we talk about receiving, we're talking about receiving from the universe. Whatever it is the universe wants to bring in, it's a very gentle energy they're giving me now. This was very harsh truth. This is very gentle. Whatever it is the universe wants to bring in, the divine feminine, in her divine feminine glory, in her empress energy, is no longer going to be guarding that, is no longer going to be blocking that. Whether it is her divine masculine or not, she's in a place of divine masculine. If you're ready to step up and get rid of this resistance, get rid of this past pain, get rid of this heartbreak, divine feminine is there, willing to help you by loving you, by showing compassion for you. But if you're resistant to her love, if you're not believing in her love, if you're resistant to what she has to offer, then she's in a place where she's not going to give more than what she's receiving. Because we have the Six of Pentacles. She's not in a place where she's willing to sacrifice herself anymore for this connection. She will walk away if she needs to. She will walk away, walk towards what is meant for her, walk towards what she is deserving of, walk towards more stability. I'm hearing the word grace. Walk towards more stability, walk towards more abundance, because she is feeling more stability. She's feeling more abundant in her emotions, in her life. This is an energy of someone who is calm, someone who is balanced within herself, within her emotions, who is not reacting in the way that she had in the past. This is control. This is flow. This is complete alignment. Ready to speak her truth, but in a very controlled manner. It's interesting that the king came out and not the queen. The queen can be very cutting. The queen can be very off with her head. The king, on the other hand, divine, feminine or masculine energy here, the king is very, this is who I am. I am standing in my power, my shoulders back, my head raised high, the crown on my head. I know who I am. And coupling that with the Empress, it's interesting because the Empress is usually the embodiment of all the queens, but here she's the king. And they're making the point of this because they want you to know that, yes, you're very nurturing. Yes, you're very compassionate. Yes, you're very loving, but you're also not pulling up with bullshit. You're also not putting up with what it is that you don't deserve. You're also, you see the purple here? You're in your element, in your intuition, connected to your higher self, and your higher self knows what you deserve. Your higher self knows that you are going to not put up with anything that you don't deserve. You're always going to speak your truth. You're always going to speak up for yourself. That is the divine feminine. We talked about this on the live a little bit. The divine feminine in her glory, the divine feminine in her element, in complete alignment with herself, is not a doormat. She is always nurturing, always giving, always open to flow of give and receive, always compassionate, but she will not be walked over. She will not be demeaned. She will not be diminished, is the word that I'm hearing. She will not be diminished. She will not be made small by anyone. Not anyone. Not others in her life, not her divine masculine, not herself. She will not be made small. She will not dim her light for anyone. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Speaking her truth, no matter what. Not being afraid to speak her truth. Not walking on eggshells for anyone for fear of pain. And divine feminines, I know I was in that energy before where I was afraid to speak my complete truth because I didn't want anybody to feel pain. I didn't want to cause pain. And even if I was doing it unintentionally, even if I was doing it just by speaking my truth, there was a wariness, a consideration of other people's feelings. I was afraid to speak up, speak for my truth, because I didn't want to even inadvertently cause anybody else discomfort. I didn't want to even inadvertently cause anybody else pain. But you cannot make yourself small. You cannot hold yourself back. Speak your truth in a loving manner. That is the divine empress, divine feminine energy. Speak your truth in a very loving, nurturing manner, but don't be afraid to speak your truth. And if somebody is not receptive to that, if somebody is not able to receive that truth, that cannot be placed on you. That is not a weight that is yours to carry. That is what you are letting go of. That is the cycle that you have closed out with this Nine of Wands energy. No more defending yourself for somebody else who is not able to receive that love, for somebody who is not receptive or open to who you are. No more blocking yourself off. No more guarding yourself. No more feeling like you're carrying all these wands, like you're carrying this connection and the weight of the world on your shoulder. No more of that. No more giving where you're not receiving. Now is a time to fill up your cups. The 8 moves into the 9 of Cups. Now is a time for you to move towards your wishes. Now is a time for you to receive. Now is a time for you to dream. You've given too much of yourself, Divine Feminines, and now you're in a place where you are wanting stability, you are wanting structure, you're wanting commitment for yourself from your divine counterpart. And if they're unable to offer that, if they're in this place of being stuck in the stagnant energy of heartbreak, you can love them. You can love them but move on from the connection. You can love them and still hold space for them. Still have that loving, nurturing energy and compassion for them, always loving them. That love never ceases to exist. But you can say enough is enough. That these cups I'm not being fulfilled. Because Divine Feminines, you deserve to have your cups filled up too. You deserve to be fulfilled too. Not in that energy anymore of giving and giving and giving in order to fill up somebody else's cup. You deserve to have that. That is what this equal partnership has always been about. That is what you have been striving for. That is what you have been trying for. That is what you have been fighting so hard for. But the Divine Masculine, it is time for them to step up to meet you where you are. It is time for them to rise. It is time for them to balance the scales, balance this energy. We've been I usually don't like the Two of Pentacles. It's usually an energy for the Divine Masculine of juggling, but I really love this energy here because it's what we've been channeling for the past few weeks. It's this, you see this infinity sign. That's what exists between the two of you. Infinite love. Always an undercurrent of infinite love and harmony and forgiveness. But you cannot uphold this connection anymore through your love. It is time for the Divine Masculine to rise out of this heartbreak and step forward, make that choice to step forward out of the past and into this love for each other, into this love to show you love, Divine Feminines. Because now you're in a place of being able to receive, and this is your balance. This is the balance that needs to exist between both of you. But Divine Feminines, this is your balance. This is you balancing out your energies where you're like, okay, in my energies too, I am give and receive, the constant flow of love between the two energies. So Divine Feminines, as you have anchored into union within yourself, you are in balance with your Divine Masculine, your masculine and feminine energies within you. And so that is being able to be open to giving and receiving in equal flow. And so as you have come into union within yourself, that's what you want from a partnership. You want that open flow of give and receive, that open flow of love between you two, that infinite flow of give and receive in love. That is what this divine partnership, in a physical relationship, should be about. That is what you're looking for. That is what you are deserving. That is what you are wanting. And do not dim what you want. Do not hold back from what you want or what you deserve. It is time for the masculine to rise. And if your masculine is not rising, if they're staying stuck in this energy, then Divine Feminines, you can have this 10 of Pentacles yourself. It could be with another partner. It could be with yourself. That's up to you to decide. That is your choice. But it is time to put to rest any energy that is no more this open flow. Because what was happening was you were just blocking this. You were just defending yourself, just blocking this flow of love. And now it's time for that love to flow. It's time so this could be inner union with your inner masculine, or this could be time for your Divine Masculine to rise, to become equal partner, for them to choose, make the conscious decision to put this past pain in the past, to heal their wounds, to really look at themselves, take accountability for themselves, and make a conscious decision that they want happiness, that they want to move towards this abundance, that they want to move towards you and this love, because they're aware of this. Like, they're aware, the divine masculine, we're not talking about the energy now, we're talking about the divine masculine, not just talking about the energy within the balancing of inner union, we're talking about the divine masculine itself. Actually, take it as it resonates for you. They're aware of this connection. They're aware of this love. They might not be open to receiving it, but divine feminine, that doesn't mean that you should block from giving it, but you need to also be in a place where you are open to receiving as well. And not blocking yourself off from receiving it just because your masculine can't receive it or isn't offering it. That's the balance that has to happen here. That's the lesson that has to be learned, is what I'm hearing. That's the cycle that has to close, where one is giving more than the other. Now it has to be equal partnership. Now it has to be equal balance. You're both holding a scepter. Do you see that? You're both holding the wand. You're both ready to take action towards this connection. But one of you has to make the conscious decision to step forward. And it's not the divine feminine. It's not the divine feminine. Because here the divine masculine is overcoming their fear. They're feeling very anxious. They're feeling very afraid, not of this connection, not of this love, but of themselves. And they're overcoming themselves. They're finding the strength and the courage within themselves to come towards the divine feminine. Here you have masculine and feminine energies. Here, the lion being representative of the masculine energy, the woman being representative of the feminine energy. And you see how loving and nurturing the feminine is here? The masculine is getting ready to come forward towards this nurturing, loving energy. They're afraid, but they're overcoming that with their courage, with their strength. They're overcoming this, but this is them being trapped in their own mind. This is their own anxiety. This is their own fear caused by their own past pain, by their own past heartache. They're afraid, almost afraid of what they're capable of, is what I'm hearing. They're almost afraid of not just what this love is capable of, because they hadn't truly experienced that before, because they had only experienced this pain, association. It's almost like they've associated love with pain. And so now when they've encountered their divine feminine, it like blew their mind. It blew their mind that somebody could love them so much, that they were actually worthy of this. But the divine feminine has always seen their divine masculine for who they truly are, without all the karma, without all the bullshit of whatever experiences the divine masculine had to experience in this incarnation. Whatever, they've seen, the divine feminine has seen the truth of their divine masculine. The divine feminine has seen the heart and the soul of them. Even before, I'm hearing, before the masculine could see themselves. And that blew their mind. They were like, how could somebody like that love somebody like me after all I've been through, after all I've done? Especially after all they've done in this connection, and that's what's trapping them now. That's what is causing them fear now, because they're seeing how they've also hurt their divine feminine. They're like, how is she going to want me now? How can I possibly come forward now? And the divine feminine is like, just get the strength to come forward. Just find the courage to come forward. Just find the courage to look within yourself. Look where your past pain and past patterning is holding you back, because we can have this. We can have this. Just put this to rest for good. Just put this to rest for good. So that we can together put down these 9 of Wands, that we can stop fighting each other, so that we can stop blocking this love, so that we can stop resisting each other, so that we can have this balance, so that we can have the stability, so that we can have the security. We had this in the live reading as well. Divine feminine, divine masculine, all you're missing, you guys are balanced within yourselves. You're coming to this place where you're balanced within yourselves, and all you're missing is that 1 pentacle, that Ace of Pentacles, which is the new beginning. And you don't understand that your divine feminine, your divine masculine is holding that Ace of Pentacles. And they're not holding it hostage. They're holding it in a beautiful light. They're holding it as in holding space. They're saying, I love you. I am holding on to this new beginning for us. I'm holding the faith of this new beginning for us. All you have to do is gain the courage and the strength to come forward, because then this is what we'll have together. We'll have all 10 pentacles together. And it's not like one is holding on to the 10th pentacle, as like an ultimatum. They're not holding on to it as a bribe, as a hostage thing. The divine feminine knows that divine masculine has their 10th pentacle. Divine Masculine knows that the Divine Feminine has their 10th pentacle. You know that you create this happiness and harmony and bliss together. You know that you create this happiness, this lifetime of happiness together. You know that you fulfill each other in a way that you have never experienced before. You know that you create this happiness together in a way that you've never experienced this before. This love together in a way that you've never experienced before, because this is true harmony in this connection. This is true balance. This is true divine partnership. This is infinite love. Infinite love. But choices have to be made now. Choices have to be made. Choices are being made. You can stay stuck in this energy of pain and heartbreak, your own mental entrapment, your own fears and anxieties, or you can heal. You can work through this. You can look at yourself, look at your shadow sides, and say, I choose not to live in this pain, in this past, in this pattern, and in this beliefs anymore. I choose to move towards love. I choose to walk away from the things that aren't serving me, from the toxic energies, from the madness, from the pain, from the nonsense. I choose to move towards my 9 of Cups, my 10 of Cups, knowing that my 10 of Cups become the 10 of Pentacles. I choose to move towards this partnership, this balance, this bliss, this happiness, this love, this infinite love. That's the choice that is to be made. That's the choice that's to be made here. Okay, this is going to be a quicker reading because I feel like we're getting a lot of messages and a lot of energies. Actually, they might have more energy. Let me see. I feel like there's something else. Spirit, is there anything else you want to say about this spread? The Sun. I choose to move towards my happiness. And you see you have 2 counterparts here, hand in hand, walking together with this happiness, with this joy. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is the happiest card in the deck. Wishes fulfilled, the star at the bottom. Your wish is fulfilled. Healing energies here. But this is a choice that has to be made to move away from this anxiety, away from this fear, away from this resistance, away from this past patterning and conditioning, because that's all this heartbreak is. This is the past. And have a choice to move away from the past, to move towards this happiness, to move towards this fresh start, to move towards the wish that you have always dreamed upon, the wish that you've always wished, not just making it fantasy anymore, but bringing it into reality. It's becoming reality, but you're so caught up, especially Divine Masculines, your dream, what you have always wished for, is becoming reality right before your very eyes. Like, I almost want to cry because it's so painful. It's so painful that they don't even see it. It is right in front of your eyes, but you're so caught up in your head. You're so caught up in your own anxiety. You're so caught up in the past pain of what you thought love was, that you don't see the truth of what love is right here, right now in front of you. That you can have your wish fulfilled, that you can have your happiness, that you can have this love together because you are the Divine Feminine's masculine. You are their love and they are your love, and you just have to make the choice to overcome whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever pain it is that you're feeling. Find the courage and strength within you to rise, to make that choice for this happiness together. You know what this is. You have felt this with your Divine Feminine. You have felt this love. You have felt this. You understand this. You know this. It's just your old beliefs that are making you feel like you're not worthy of it. It's just your old patterns, people, places, or things that made you believe that you weren't worthy of it, but you had it in your hands. You have the whole world in your hands. You have walked through that doorway. You know what this is. You know what this partnership is. You feel it in your soul, but now you have to act. You have to rise and make that decision that you want this happiness. And as you make that decision that you want this happiness, as you make this decision, as you make this choice that yes, you want to come towards your Divine Feminine, that yes, you want this love, this harmony, you want this life together, that's when you manifest your every wish come true. But you have to believe in it now. You have to have faith in it. You have to believe that you're worthy of it. Not just living in your fantasy, not just living in your dream, but knowing that this is real. Ten of Pentacles, not Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, this is real. Manifested in your physical world. This happiness manifested. This love manifested. This is real, but you have to make that choice. You have to have the strength and the courage to make that choice to balance this out. Whatever has happened in your connection, you have to make the choice to balance this out. It's intense. This is intense. I feel like you guys might be going through some tower moments because this energy is very, very intense right now. But it's clearing the way. It's paving the way for something. Either divine masculine and divine feminine to come together into union, or paving the way for both of you to go your separate ways and to find your happiness elsewhere. But you're deserving of happiness. So however it's resonating for you, whatever is happening now, it's choices that have to be made. It's a pivotal point of choice. Pivotal point of choices to be made. I want to see how you're feeling about each other. You deserve love. Yes, what have we been talking about? You deserve love. You are lovable. So point that arrow in the direction where you want it to go. Away from the past. That's the choice that you have to make now. Where do you want the arrow to go? Because it's going to hit its mark. But now you have to take action. You have to believe that you are worthy of love. You have to believe that you are lovable. You have to believe that you can have this love. Both of you. Both of you. Which direction do you want to go in now? Which direction do you want to go in? We have give your relationship a chance, and this one wanted to come out as well. It was stuck in there. Trust. Work on your partnership. Give your relationship a chance. Where were you not giving this a chance? Where were you so stuck in this fear, in this energy, in this past pain, in this feeling of unworthiness? Where were you so stuck that you weren't able to trust, mistrusting each other, mistrusting this love? Mistrusting, I'm also hearing the guidance that your spirit team was trying to give you. The signs, the synchronicities that they were trying to lead you in the direction of this love. Where were you not trusting, and where do you need to give this relationship a chance now? Where did you not give this relationship a full chance in the past because you were so stuck in pain? You were so stuck in the karma. You were so stuck in the soul sludge that tried to weigh you down. This Sun card, this happiness, is weightless. As you move towards this happiness, you feel more free. You're not stuck anymore. You feel freedom. This love is free. Because this love is anchored into this happiness, it's not attachment, it's not chains. And that's where the old relationships, the old paradigm, the old pattern had it wrong. They believed that love was chained. They believed that commitment was a chain, that relationship was a chain that was binding you. This love is free. This love is without attachment. This love is non-binding. You are bound to each other, but in a way, in a vow, in a commitment where you're free to love each other wholeheartedly. Yes, this connection, in a way, has you, how do I say this? There's like no words for this. Yes, this connection has you connected to each other, but it's in a spiritual matter, not in the 3D old template that you had known before. That was the chain. That was the binding. That was the old patterning, the old beliefs. This is having you two together. This is freedom. This is the infinite love. This is how you are bound together in this connection. Through this free flow of love together. The give and receive, the free flowing of love. That is this freedom. That is this happiness. That is this light energy. That is this weightless energy. And you know, you felt it. When you come together, you feel that harmony. You feel that bliss. You feel that happiness. You know that you're not weighed down in this connection. You know that you're not weighed down in this love. For some of you, you may have been perverting that love by believing that this love was the same as your old past pain, by believing it was the old conditioning and the old templates that you had before. But when you go within your heart, when you fully trust your heart, when you fully give this relationship the chance that it deserves, you understand, you know, you feel it in your soul that this love is not what you had experienced before, that this love is different, that this love is divine, that this love is pure, that this love is happiness and weightless and free. All right, I'm going to get a message from my message deck. I'm going to use maybe both. Let's see what you have to say to each other. Divine Masculine, what do you have to say to the Divine Feminine? You are so loved, and you're always in my heart. Yeah, the Divine Masculine always has their Divine Feminine in their heart and on their mind, feeling the love from the Divine Feminine. They know how much they're loved. The Divine Masculine knows how much they're loved, but they're having trouble believing it. They're having trouble believing it. Divine Feminine, I feel you here with me. You're always on my mind. You guys, we wished upon the same star. Like, the star, where's that star card? You wished upon the same star. This is what's between you. You both want this happiness. You both want this bliss. So what is blocking you? What is still blocking you? This is a choice that has to be made. But look at this. Look at this. You guys are mirroring each other. You are so loved. I feel you here with me. You're always in my heart. You're always on my mind. Like, you guys can't stop thinking about one another. You guys can't stop thinking about this love. You love each other. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this energy is just ridiculous. Like, I don't have any other word for it. You love each other. So now the choice has to be made. It's almost like the universe is saying how ridiculous this all is. It's like the universe is like saying, like, just wake up already. Just wake up, because we're trying to bring you your manifestations because you wish upon the same star. You're in alignment now. So stop blocking this. The universe is saying, stop blocking this. Give it a chance. Like, you guys saw the cards that came out. Now trust in this. Trust that you're both deserving and worthy of this connection. You're both deserving and worthy of this love. You wished upon this. Both of you. One of you pouring your wish into the fountain. The other of you pouring your wish into the fountain. Both of you having the same wish so that it merges together. Like, this is the universe in her beautiful ethereal glory bringing you this relationship, bringing you this love. You wished upon the same star. You are in each other's hearts and on each other's mind. You feel each other with you. You're loving each other constantly. Like, it's just, stop blocking this. Just stop blocking this. Just stop. Just stop. It's a choice that has to be made. It's a choice that has to be made now. It's a choice to move towards love. And whether that is towards love together or apart, it's just a choice to move towards love, knowing what you're worthy of, knowing what you're deserving of, knowing that you have wished upon a star for this kind of love. And now it's about moving either together or apart, but moving in one direction. No more staying in that stagnant energy. That energy is done. That energy is over. The energy is over. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. I'm going to get one message for song lyrics. What's a song that you have to say to each other? I know my energy feels very aggressive, but Spirit's energy feels very aggressive. It's ridiculous. Like, I wasn't in that energy before, but I'm feeling it now from Spirit. Like, they're just like, it's just, I don't have another word for it. Like, ridiculous is what they're giving me. Like, it's just, stop the resistance is what I'm hearing. Stop the resistance. Make the choice. Make the choice. Because the universe, they're saying that we're going to push you forward no matter what. We're going to push you forward no matter what. And whether you decide to come together or you decide to separate, and, you know, your manifestations are going to come to light no matter what. But you have a choice whether to choose more heartbreak or love. That is the choice that's to be made now. You can manifest the heartbreak or you can manifest the love. What's this? It's a whole new world. That does not belong in that deck. That's interesting. That's my other deck. Yeah, it is a whole new world, so you have a choice to make. You walk through that doorway, so now it's a choice to make. You can continue to stay in that stuck, stagnant energy, even though the universe will keep pushing you. And here's another thing. Not just that the universe is pushing you, but you feel it within your soul. You know it doesn't feel good. You know what does feel good. The love feels good. The heartbreak doesn't feel good. So why are you staying stuck in that pain? Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, take it as it's resonating for you in your situation. Why are you staying stuck in that pain? Why are you staying stuck in that stagnant energy? Why are you not making the choice to move towards what feels good? Because that's this new world. You manifest your world. So if you're focused on the pain, if you're focused on the heartbreak, if you're focused on the past, then you're going to get more of that in this new world. But if you choose to look towards the future, if you choose to look towards the love, If you choose to hold the love within your heart, that's what you're going to create. That's what you're going to manifest. This new world, the choice is yours. All right, Spirit, let's get a song. Let's get a song. That one is being stubborn, but it's coming out. I Want You to Stay by Rihanna. I want you to stay. I feel like this is what you both really want. You both want this happiness. You both want this love. It's just the pain that's holding you back. But it's a very gentle, loving energy right now. Will you choose to give this relationship a chance? Will you choose to give love a chance as you haven't truly given it a chance in the past? Will you choose, both of you, to stay in this connection from a place of love? Knowing what you deserve, not putting up with anything that you don't deserve. No longer guarding your heart, no longer fighting, no longer being in a place of resistance. Will you stay in a place of love? Will you stay and give this relationship a chance? Will you trust it? Will you trust the love that you have for each other? Will you move forward in that love and stay committed to each other in this partnership for this new world, for this brand new life that you both can have together if you work on this partnership together? Wow. Wow. This reading was unexpected. It was beautiful, but unexpected. All right, you guys, we will possibly be back with another energy check-in this evening. I'm hoping to just hop on live and if not do an energy check-in, just answer some questions or channel some messages or whatever. Not personal, collective messages, questions, answers, things like that. If you want to book a personal reading with me, feel free to email me or check me out on my website. All the information is in the description box below. I will be back on Friday with the Divine Partnership reading. Also, stay tuned to the channel tomorrow because we're going to have a very special testimonial going up, which I'm very excited about, something that is going to help break through with, I believe, Divine Counterpart healing. So stay tuned for that as well. All right, you guys, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much healing energy as well. We'll see you soon.